Many of you guys requested that I play some Syndicate, and I promised I would deliver this week. So the first deck I'm going to be playing for Syndicate is going to be Golden Necker Poison. Now, this archetype took me to one of my best MMRs ever. It was about a year ago. We hit 25-50, give or take, with this exact deck, minus a couple things here and there. I spent a good part of yesterday and some of this morning tweaking this and figuring out what I like and what I don't like. There are many considerations, but this one here seems to be working the best for me. I'll put those considerations in the description. I'll probably touch on them in a little bit here too as well, but let's go through the deck a little bit. So what we're going to be doing is poisoning our own units and then taking that poison, throwing it on the opponent's units, and then just trying to kill as many of them as we can. We have to do a lot of planning, and we have to be trigger discipline throughout the round because we have to wait for the perfect board state, the point of no return, before we take the big poison on the Salamander. I used to not love playing Salamander, but I think that it's suitable with Jackpot. It plays really well with the Roland because whenever we overprofit here, the additional boost is going to be gained from the coins onto Roland, which is crazy because if they have a full board, we have a full board. We take tribute at the end of a round. With Salamander, that's a lot of extra coin we're going to be earning because of the condition on the Roland. Whenever a unit gains poison, gain 2 coins. Now, the pitfall with this, what makes it more difficult to roll this out compared to the past, is that Azar now is 10 provisions instead of 9. And I think that this is the exact reason why, is because if I were to put down Conjurer's Candle, and then we have this down with the 2 Scarabs, we boost them up, there's no way to get back there. You can't even handle roll, and then it's like a GG before the game even really got a chance to finish. So that's kind of the idea with that. Now, it's balanced. I'm not saying this is meta, but it can be strong when played correctly. It's extremely difficult to play correctly. So you might see a mistake or two from me even, but for what it's worth, I think I played these games pretty well today. So we have Golden Necker. I know he costs 11 now, but anything in the deck that's below 10 provisions we could put in the deck. So everything has a reason here. I have a lot of units that I need to be able to play, and we need to be able to get the right amount of thinning so that we can play the Golden Necker play, because that's a huge swing for us. So what we're going to be doing is having Decree so that we can take out whatever unicorn we need to take out so that we can get that out of the way early game. And then for later, if we miss Golden Necker, after we've taken that pair of thinning plus the natural mulligans that we have, we can go in, take Vivaldi Bank, and secure the Golden Necker. In some cases, you know, you could opt to go for Arcane Tome. Once upon a time, I actually put this in the deck, but it feels really bad when you're looking for Conjurer's Candle, or you're looking for the Salamandra hideout, and all you get in return is a Tome. So that's why I didn't make the cut this time around. And same with like a Vial of Forbidden Knowledge. Just we want to secure what we're looking for in this front. And the only real problem with sequencing off Golden Necker is if we have a full bank and we pull into a special, we're not going to be getting the spillover coin. And if we let's have a look here. If we pull Salamander and we're not ready for tribute, that's going to be really bad. So you got to be careful before you go and take blind Golden Neckers. You want to set it up properly, or at least have this card in hand. It's one of those cards that even if you pull into early game, you might not want to play early, but you definitely want to keep it in your hand just so you avoid that problem, because that's probably the biggest problem that you can run into with a deck like this. Now, Poison's great, but what we're doing with this Poison is we're getting rid of Point Slams, we're getting rid of engines that are just growing in boost, but we don't have anything that's going to be controlling against actual control-based engines or immediate threats. So that's why I opted to go in for the Horse and Freak Show in this case. A lot of Poison decks run the Maraal, which is completely fine. I think that this card is bad in the hands of Nilfgaard, so that's one thing that's going to haunt you a little bit. And, you know, realistically, they can make Hounds as well, so you're not completely safe regardless, but this is a really good one for them to seize with Enslave and just print out. Now, we have our direct control here. I have more direct control in the form of the Stolen Mutagens. When we have 2 Salamandra on the board, we could choose 2 of these cards to play from this card. So we get extremely good value for 5 provision. Generally, what I'll be doing is I'll be giving Veil to something that we can't afford to poison on our side of the board, or has been poisoned once already before we take Salamander, so that we don't kill it. If we have the mutants on the board. We want to get the when poison spawn a base copy of self on the row kind of thing going. So that's a really good setup for that. If I don't have access to the Gellert, or if the Gellert died, we have a good way to recycle in this way. Again, use your discretion, but generally speaking, it's 1 and 2. And if there's an immediate threat, it's 1 and 2. Okay? Never take the boost in the damage unless you absolutely have to. I feel like the blue mutagen's the best one by far in this type of deck. So that's kind of the idea with that. And what else we got here? These bros together, insane synergy. It's funny. In a perfect world, yes, you could play them both in the same round. But I like to actually split them up. In round 1, playing Gellert off of the mutants is like a surefire win unless you're playing against something ridiculous. But, you know, you set this up with this, you get maybe your carryover play with Siri depending on who's going first and how you want to play the game. And then you get a few bronzes in there and you're pretty good. Roland's more of a rollout mid to late game. Just try to sneak him in there and play it before Salamander if you can. If you know you're not playing against any control, use them whenever you want because they're not going to touch them, right? We have Purify on deck, so we don't have to worry about that. If they kill Cockstein and we need another Purify, I have a really cool one on the Salamandra hideout. We have the Salamandra Lackey. Don't forget about this card. You want to think about this card when you're playing the game because Purify an allied unit and gain 2 coins for each status removed. So if we give something Veil, that's 1 status. If we give something Poison before the Veil, that's 2 statuses, right? And I have Magic Lamp in mind because I like to have a target right away to poison. I also like to have essentially, you know, something to boost up with a Unicorn early on so that, you know, if I play like something and they kill it, you know, it's like at least there's, depending on the board state and how they're playing, there's an opportunity to get some value from the card if I have to. But generally speaking, it's more for the Gellert and not to go too tall. But it also plays for the Lackey, because what we're making off this is actually doomed. So if we doom it and poison it, then I play the Lackey down and we get 4 coin. That's really good. That's enough to continue the round slamming off of these for another 4 turns. So think about it. Now, that's pretty much it. Like, a lot of the usual suspects for a Golden Necker deck, the top end, minus the Salamander and maybe Vivaldi Bank, screams that of your typical Golden Necker list. It is more deep than that. So you want to be careful with sequencing, you want to be careful with not over-profiting, you want to be careful with having a spender available, whether it's a Condor's Candle and your ability to keep a unit on the board during the round, whether it's Coarse Blacksmith or whether it's a Horston's Freak Show. Make sure you have 1 spender going into every single round. I can't stress it enough, otherwise you are screwed. A lot of the time there's nothing to do, right? So careful, careful, careful. If you're having problems with this still, you go put something in. The failed experiment is a spender. Keep in mind, I have it there for that reason. I have one there. I have access to another one off the hideout. If you really want, you can go in for Eventide Plunder. Or, if you want that utility, and you want to be able to just switch things up a little bit, you could take out the Coarse Blacksmith and you can go for a Shady Vendor. I had this in at one point. Being able to create whatever you need, or it's not a bad idea. Again, Bare Knuckle Brawler was a consideration as well for quick board wipes. That's for a different video. I don't think we want to hit down what we're actually trying to just kill. It's different when we're using targeted damage like the Freak Show than AoE like this one here. So that's it. I got 4 games with live commentary for reference. We're climbing so far. I'm still doing placements, but I'm above 2,400. So I don't know where this will take me. It's been only maybe 10 games of Syndicate this season so far. So a little bit of time will tell. But I like the deck. Again, let me know if you have any questions about it. I know it's a tough one to play. Enjoy the video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Alright, we have Uprising, Northern Realms. So it's only one of 2 things that I can think about. It's either going to be that Renfree Bandits deck that I put out that's actually popping right now, or just regular Witchers, right? So we'll see. Either way, we come prepared for this. I'm going to hold on to Salamander so that we have that availability when we want it. Since I have these, I'm thinking we'll be alright. I'm gonna put back this for now because I want to find this. I can't play half the hand. Okay, here we go. It's gonna be one of these games. A rock barrage? That's not that important. We just kill Anna Strenger, easy clap.
Can I come down now?
I don't even think we let her get any value. 2 points per turn, but this is worth more. If they get a good flip in, though... That is 5 base body. Guaranteed points.
Salutations from Azar Jarbet.
Wait, what? Oh, because they think I can't do anything to it. I got you. But you should have put... Well, I guess you couldn't put it. There's not really much you could do. Unless you put that to the... Oh, you're stuck. This is making me want to... take a poison. I got 4 coin, so we could probably just go out with this every turn. 6 points, 6 points, 6 points.
We met? I don't recall.
I hope that they don't have a way to put Golden Necker back in the deck. I'm thinking that they do. Not a bad play. We go into round 2. We're going to have to play Siri and all that. Could try to kill theirs if we need to. We're going to play Candle from hand and try to play Hideout from deck. It's just a little more reliable that way. I like most of what I see here. I think this goes. That's perfect. Obviously we missed this stuff, but we can get a thin off of the unicorns, which might be one of 2. I like the idea of Candle. See what they throw away. That's decent coin. I'll do the bounty, we'll play Roland, and then we'll click. This has to live though, and we know that they likely have another one of these. I think we spend once. I had my Purify, this would have been crazy. I could get one off... No, we can't. It's an ally unit. It's possible we just get the Cockstein, though.
Whoever harvests least stays in these woods for good. Got it?
I feel like we should respect them a little bit better. Maybe boost. They could have unicorns and spend it there. They're doing all types of stuff, so you never know. Muted generator, okay. You think that's my turn? I can always float it. Yeah. Let's take one. Just play some stuff that I can actually, like, kill. Thank you. Still nothing important.
You talked enough.
I might go for Poison Ally 5 coin, and then Veil. That's a bit better. I guess. It doesn't look like they're really a threat of, I can't do anything about the poison. Unless I'll take this first, and then we'll see. Keldar, okay, okay.
The more you know, the less you blunder like a fool.
Much better at that.
I could totally stomp this right now. I think that's okay. I don't think they're going to be able to kill it. So I have one follow-up poison here. We get a couple coin off it. I think I can actually play for a little bit longer. We'll just do failed experiment onto something else. The 8 or worse. And then we should just be good.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
I'm sitting on 3 Salamandra, 4.
Getting down's another matter.
Increase the profit by 1 for each. I can't count. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So we would need to use... That's my best move, I guess. This goes up like crazy. And 5's the best math. That should be 2-0. Ragnar plus whatever.
Hey, I can see Qcento from here.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15. It might not be. It's crazy.
One more time. Now,
There we go.
try throwing
Nice,
three.
nice. Alright, we have bounty coming up here.
You're serious?
Who wins? I think I'm going to keep both of them because they're going to kill one. I want coin. This is perfect. I think I'm going to keep everything the way that it is and pull for Ciri when I get a chance. Let's just say no mulligans. Win round 1, push round 2, win short round 3 is going to be tough if we don't have location sitting there. If I can get out Hail in round 2, I should be okay. If it's real bounty, they're going to have a couple other problems, so it's real bounty. When I say fake bounty, I mean this. Okay, I respect the portal. That's cool. It's a lot. How do you give a bounty to something that's immune? They have to play their signature card, so I think we keep this like that. I like the portal, otherwise I probably wouldn't play this card. I think it's a great card when it works. Alright. That ruined my day. Legit. Cool, man. That's amazing. Brawler is one of those cards. I love playing it, hate playing against it. I think it's an amazing card. 5 provision, it's still good. For reasons like that you just don't think of anymore. Because you rarely see bounty on the ladder. It's like they got the backup spender when the first one doesn't work anymore. Jeez, man. This took a turn. I guess it's not all bad if I just... Nah, anything they give bounty to is just going to die. And the longer that we play into this problem, the worse that it gets. And then if I play Ciri here, then they just go and they rapid click. So it's actually terrible for me. And I want to save Candle for later. So it's one of those things where I probably just play this and just get out and try again. Yeah, we're getting commitments out of the way, which is cool. Spend, kill, kill. Look at that machine gun. I don't necessarily want to play too much into it either, because then we give them value later. I could take unicorns though, but it's kind of one of my big plays for late game. And they're just gonna spend, kill, you know the rest. Yeah, realistically, I can maybe play this. Just to force them to play. Because it's never gonna stick in this game regardless. It dies in 2 seconds. They might not even spend on it because they might have specials in hand that give bounty, and it might just be too much of an issue. Okay. Now they're rich. That's a lost round if I've ever seen one. This is up to 9 already. I feel like keeping cards on the board is going to be a difficult task. I don't know how I feel about this. Okay. I've got it all. I think we're supposed to just save it. It's balanced hand. They think we suck, so they're gonna push hard, for sure.
Fancy a game of Kaviri roulette?
Realistically, it's probably Siri on the pass. They might have just played those two, Nope. It's a good poison. It's also a good purify.
You'll not feel a thing. I promise.
I don't know if I want to do that necessarily. If we could just do it this way. Let's chill for a minute here. So this is kind of annoying. The bleeding's going to make it harder for us to actually push here. This is sitting at 10, so this dies no matter what we play onto it. I have to kill... Man, this sucks. Have to do it this way. Yeah. Don't use leader. Don't.
Sorry, I got a bit carried away.
Let's fix our boy here. He went through a lot. Damage, if they have a way to take off the shield, like a second brawler, then they just leader her, which is problems. They know it's Golden Necker, that's why they're pushing so hard, right?
Last words, if you can still speak.
I'm gonna be humble with it, because I have to spread the poison wide for the Salamander. We might actually have to take it in this round. This dies regardless, so... If I can just try. At the very worst case, we just take Junior, get the coin back. Why'd you leave it? Just to... make fun of me or something? No way to heal you. I'm starting to think we're getting closer to the point where we just have to spend Siri, so let's go for that. And then... yeah, it's 11. But... Brawler, leader... or that. I'm surprised that they're running a single one. I need them to actually play all in, right? Two ways to look at this. Okay. Yeah, they're going for that Suo. Do it. Yes, sir. I think there might be a way to save the card. There we go. And leader. Nice. Just took a bit of math. A little bit of panic though. We have to go first. I got 1 unit in deck. They're probably gonna kill this. It's at 12.
Break. I'll give you a bloody break, lazy shite.
Nah. It dies, right? Okay. I need something to float something off of, you know? I thought they used their leader. It's just still showing? That's what's confusing me the most. Definitely don't pay that. This is my only chance, boys. Let's go.
We are heroes, are we not?
This game looked impossible, I'm telling you. Next up here we have Invigorate, Scoia'tael. I think we're going to want to keep the Freak Show in hand to get rid of the engines that they play early. This does not feel important to me right now. 2 artifacts doesn't feel great either. This goes back for Golden Necker. We keep... probably put this back as well, if I'm being honest. I wish I had Gellert. We could play the Unicorn play, though, if we need to. Or Siri, depending on the situation. I don't mind Unicorns. I think they're probably better here because it's better to get them out so you don't brick them later. And then if you pull into a brick, you can still mulligan. But we are on blue coin. I don't really want to spend more than I need to. Depending on how they push, though.
Not afraid. You should be.
Bounty's not bad. At least we know we're getting 5 coin. Kill the Dunka. Can't really do anything about this though. We're just gonna have to spend now and then next turn profit, which is okay. I'll probably just go poison ally and then holy crap.
Remember to whom you speak.
The amount of aggro I'm seeing lately is just crazy. I can't switch the flow with bounties. I need more poison stuff. What's a good pull? Let's take this play first and see where it goes. We'll get the coin. Actually, I'll damage something else. We just need points. I could just abuse Candle. We're just not killing this. No, this is like a win con for later. Just gotta stay patient. I could also just play Siri so that they have to push around too. But then we're relying on her being low within the few pulls. Whatever we do, we can't keep this. Like it's not a thing. It was either that or poison of probably just one of the dogs. Don't hit her. There you go. Man, this is a waste. I guess.
Ha ha! Leave it to us.
Now I kind of have to put this down.
Measures till 'em full.
It's like a little bit of security against tall punish. I can hit this so that they don't get a harvest. It's got to be this though. And then we're going to have to spend one more. And then we take this. So damage by 4. Poison. Just in case they have some kind of poison in their deck. I doubt it, but we'll see.
Last words.
I'm so thankful that I did not boost anything. Holy. Could you imagine?
3 ounces of Optima Mater, a drop of
Let's
mercury
keep this
solution.
for now. They still might have a heat wave that they're just waiting for, so. You're not gonna play all the way in. I call bluff on this one, man, I'm telling you. We're gonna overprofit a little bit here, but I think it's worth it. Damage 4, poison 5. Too bad I can't kill this. Is that 5? I'll go for the poison. And we still don't boost Siri, because if they... Well, I mean, if they heat wave, but... Let's just keep this now. There's your torque. Why was I thinking it was anything other than torque? He starts in your hand. Was it worth it? Literally blew the entire deck. And we still have the carryover.
Got business for me?
If they do have a Glass, they didn't really get a chance to boost her, right? So I'm kind of calling BS on this a little bit. Just in case. There's nothing going on. Nice. So we're gonna have to go with as much like units as possible here. I think this is the hand. I might use Sally just to play on one poison. Or just float that and then get the payoff after. I'm keeping this the way that it is though. I think it's just the safest bet. We'll play the location next. Or not location, but Necker into location and all this. It should just be curtains. You don't play that on melee roll against me. Trust.
Fisstech never. Why, Constable Richard's powdered
I guess
sugar?
we do it because it's there. This will be good. Probably just gonna move this one poison over and this one poison over, and then just not click it again on here. You're gonna hit the 3, the 4, the 5, or the 6. You can pad it up all you want. It's not safe here. Let's see. I gotta be careful with how I'm taking things. Maybe we just do the more obvious play first. We'll get the spend, because I have a lot of coin coming in. And then... let's just do this for now. I think it's more than enough. They make my sequencing awkward because I can't play onto an empty board. They're not playing units fast enough. Would have been nice if the round was one turn longer here, but what can you do? There's no way that that's more than 30 points. It's actually a good effort, but... Pincer maneuver likes to go tall. We like to kill tall, so we're chilling. Hopefully. I say that, but anything can happen. Not a bad start. I want to keep this. This is okay. Let's say this goes for now. No, that's not good.
Rubbish in, rubbish out.
Really?
Pass and forget. Not I.
Part of me just wants to rock this and just call it a day. Because obviously they get a lot of value later. I also have this option here, which is really good. Let's try to get the bread together here.
If you can still speak.
Talking about my big plans with a freak show, but we're broke. That's a slow setup. Meditating mage with this. I'm starting to think that this is like some shoop nonsense, and I'm just being baited, if I'm being completely honest with you. So just keep that one in mind, man. It could go that way. It's gotta be you. There we go. Just in case we're playing against real mages. I don't think anyone right now is going to be playing real mages, because if it's not Scout like a pirate, you see? Actually, that doesn't prove anything. It can still be real mages. He's a mage. But usually that means shoop. And I'm thinking that they're a 10-4. And if you're new to the game, 10-4 means provisions, right? So when they play on the range row, they're going to be boosting all the 10s in their deck and all the 4s. And then they try to fill the deck with all that. So everything late game is going to be very heavy. But we can play around this by winning this round. So it's very important. And we have some money, which is nice. For now, because nothing's very tall, we could just drop this here. I have 2 Salamanders out there, so it's going to be great for me if I need to take both of those. That's going to be a duel of sort. Usually they go for Onseus. They patched it so you could see what's up now. So Philippa is going to be a problem, right? If we have our engines on the board, that's a lot of damage. This is going to be a problem too, depending on what they're using. Reynard's, whatever. We could float this here. There is a lot of 4 power removal in at 4 provisions, so we'll play around that. But I would say it's going to be mostly units if possible. Just all the good bronzes for this faction are usually 5 provision. Can't do anything about this. They still have reach with this, right? Because they pulled in. So I'm not sure what they picked. So we'll do... It's not going to be damage. It's going to be Poison Ally and Boost Veil. So we go Poison Ally here, and we Boost Veil here. We just keep the party going. I got to be careful. At least that way we're going wider. Philippa gets less accurate.
Seems doable.
Discarding so that you can just get better stuff. It's going to be a huge Erlin play. That's what they're going for. Do I do my bounty stuff yet? Not really. I don't have... It would be a great time to Ciri. And just pray that they don't have a heat wave. I'm not going to invest in her. I think with the shield she's doing alright. We're up by almost 20 points. Okay, there's also Peller. That's cool. What else we got here? I can't even pass. That's the problem.
Salutations from Azar Jarved.
We actually have to bleed out Erland because they don't care. If it's like 100 points, they're just going to play anyways, you know? 1 card, 2 card, 3 card advantage, doesn't matter. And we know that because Carryover Realms was a good time for me. I used to make like 70-point Erlands plus. I still have those videos up. Gotta find a way to get them to use their leader charges too. I'm gonna have to take the unicorns here, unfortunately, but it is what it is. We bleed with Golden Necker so that when we go into round 3, they don't have anything left. But then they have the golds created off. It's going to be a terrible situation. And they got Shoop. And they know how to play the deck. So, yeah, man. It's got to be this first. Without going too tall in anything specifically. Without playing into like an Igni or something. If they don't play Erlin here, I pass. Or do I? Come on. Okay, just roll Redea, get the exact one you're looking for. I guess you have options, but that's hilarious. We still want to do this, though, because we're safe now. I don't think they have the reach with Shoop. Yeah. Now we gotta go into like a really awkward round 2 so we get the Erland out of the way and clicked. And then we can see what's up. But it's gonna be terrible. I'm predicting we lose, but I'm trying to stay confident, you know? This is a good play. And then we have to just pray we get Golden Necker. Man, I guess I have Leader to help, but it's all got to be perfect here. This goes first. And they're going to kill it. I hope it stays so we could poison ourselves and get a little bit of value. I might not do it though. We'll see. If I do, then I have to purify it first before we take this. I guess that's a move. Sure. Kind of happy that it was then, not, you know.
I'll give you a bloody break, lazy shite. Pincer!
We're gonna, yeah, they're gonna have to play him. What if I just do this first? No way.
I'm just a messenger.
This is the best chance we're ever going to get in this entire game, so we can't afford to lose. I'm going to be pulling Candle. 7 out of 10 on the Golden Necker. Actually, no, we get 9. So, yeah, there's a very small chance we miss that. Poison. Damage, and we have too many coin, so we go damage and boost, and then we got even more coins, and come on, faster. They're gonna hit destroy random. Let's go. Let's go. That's what you get for playing your lottery deck.